Okay, so now we've talked to 3 people so far about Alaska. Now we're here with Meghan from Alaska Railroad. So we've covered Anchorage, 2 types of cruises and boats, and now we're to the train. The Alaska Railroad, that's how we're going to put it all together. That's how you're going to get around Alaska. Meghan, thanks for joining us in our office, talking with our staff, telling us a little bit more about the Alaska Railroad and some of the experiences people can have. Tell me, what are the routes that people should consider when they're taking the Alaska Railroad and the different classes of service?
Sure. Yeah, first of all, it's such a pleasure to be here. But yeah, the Alaska Railroad, we cover about 500 miles of south central and interior Alaska. So Anchorage is our hub city. It's the largest city in Alaska. Fun fact, Anchorage actually got its start as a construction camp for the Alaska Railroad
Really?
all the way back in 1914. That's a historic date for Alaska. But we go as far north as Fairbanks up in the interior, as far south as Seward down on the southern coast. And in between, we serve a lot of really popular destinations that people love to visit, like Talkeetna, Denali National Park is a huge draw, Whittier, the gateway to Prince William Sound, a lot of great places that the Alaska Railroad serves every day all summer.
Yeah, and on these trains, there's different classes of service. You have the adventure class, you have the dome, the Gold Star dome car. Tell me a little bit about those and different experiences that people have if they chose to go in the dome car or on the adventure class.
Sure. Yeah, so adventure class is kind of like our coach offering. So they're typically single level cars, big comfortable seats, big picture windows. We do have some Vista Dome cars available for adventure class passengers as well. So we don't ticket the seats up in those domes. They're a little smaller, but we ask that people rotate through so that everyone has a chance for a dome experience.
That's good.
The Gold Star cars, these are our premium, our first class option. So these are double-decker cars. Up top, your ticketed seat is under the glass dome.
Very nice.
There's a dedicated bartender up there taking care of you, making sure you're taking advantage of your 2 free drinks as a Gold Star guest. You want to enjoy your trip. And another exclusive feature that we're very proud of on these rail cars, they are the only rail cars that have an outdoor upper level viewing platform. So this means our guests can walk out directly behind their glass dome seat when they see a particularly good view coming up and they want to get a picture without a pane of glass in the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great tip if you're interested in photography, because there are some wonderful scenic sites that you're going to want to have your camera out when you're on board the Alaska Railroad. It's worth paying extra for that Gold Star seat because that's where you can access the outdoor viewing platform. You're up high, you're elevated on the 2nd level, you don't have the pane of glass in the way, and the views are spectacular.
And there's just something, when you have the opportunity to do that on a train, like step out onto a viewing platform when the train's moving and just like, and really breathe in that fresh air and smell the pines. I mean, it really is, it's something unique that's just, you just don't have anywhere else.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's that crisp mountain air, and there's something special. I mean, on our Coastal Classic route, that's the train that goes from Anchorage down to Seward, we roll past 3 massive glaciers along the way, and I swear, you can just feel that crisp glacial air coming down. Another tip, pack some layers because it can, sometimes be a little chilly out on the platform, but it's worth it to get those views and, again, breathe in that fresh mountain glacial air.
So there's the route that goes to Hurricane, right? So tell me a little about that. We talked a little bit about it earlier in some of the training sessions we had, but I thought that was really unique because of it's one of the only flag stop trains in the country, right?
Yes. It's the only still operating flag stop train that we're aware of. So this train actually dates back to serving homesteaders that had gone out and staked claims and built homes off the grid, and their only way to get in and out of their property was through the Alaska Railroad operating this flag stop train. We've operated it for decades. We still do to this day. So 5 days a week. The Hurricane Turn flag stop train travels north from Talkeetna, 58 miles north to Hurricane Gulch. That happens to be a spectacular view. It's the longest, tallest bridge on the Alaska Railroad system. So it's a beautiful turnaround point and comes right back again. And anywhere along the way, passengers can flag off if they are looking to stop the train, head out to remote cabins, maybe go camping or fishing. We find visitors really enjoy it because the views are spectacular. On a clear day, you get an unobstructed view of Denali and the Alaska Range. It's amazing. The Indian River Valley is absolutely beautiful, and it's an incredible opportunity to just kind of mingle with the locals. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about right now. People are always looking for that opportunity to experience like the local culture and the local flavor. And I think trains, for one, are the way to do it, because when you have the locals traveling on the trains and you're seeing how people are just running their everyday life, and then you get to be a part of that for a moment. And on this particular train with the flags, the flag stop, is that train going back and forth in a day, or is it one day and then back the next? How does that work?
Yes, that's an out and back and an afternoon trip. So the train leaves at 1 p.m. and it comes back about 7:15-ish because it's a flag stop schedule.
Right.
You know, the schedule can be a little iffy depending on how many people flag on or off.
So am I doing this correct?
That looks about right.
Is that what I need to get the train to stop?
Yeah, exactly.
Here it is. Here it is. This is the tip. You've not been to Alaska. You're on the flag stop train, and you need to actually stop the train. Give it a little bit of advance notice, though. You don't want to do this like, when it's 20 feet out. You need probably maybe a quarter mile.
That's right. You want to be safely off to the side.
Right.
There's excellent protocol. Get the engineer's attention. They will break that train for you.
Okay, so you have all these different routes in Alaska you can take. And then you can do this the flag stop train as well. You can take this all the way up to Fairbanks, right down to Seward. It's the way to see Alaska. So Vacations by Rail, we can arrange your Alaska Railroad vacation package with all the different activities and sightseeing, the wildlife, dog sledding, the cruise and the jet boat. So Vacations by Rail, that's where we can do it, and we can customize it, and we also have escorted tours. Thank you again to you and all of your Alaskan friends for coming down to our office. It's been a pleasure having you here.
Absolutely, it's been great.
Great, thanks.